Hi there, this is Savewith.crypto. Okay, so it is true, I sold my Fiat today, but it wasn't pounds, it wasn't dollars, it wasn't euros, it was a car like this. And it was a sad, sad day because these little things are brilliant. It's great. I've had it 3 years. In the snow, it's fantastic. It's four-wheel drive. It's got a tiny little 0.9 litre twin cylinder turbocharged engine that kicks out 90 brake horsepower, and it sounds like a kind of like a little racing car, and it's just a fantastic little car. But because mine was French and I'm leaving the country, I sold it to a friend. So I sold my Fiat. Anyway, meanwhile, on planet Earth, Bitcoin, all that. It's all gone pretty terrible, hasn't it, today? Really bad. My Ethereum trade is looking pretty bad at the moment. It's like 51% down. But if you are subscribed, and you should be, you will notice that what I did was I moved my second entry because, I've got like an amount I had, and I used 25% for the first entry, and the second entry I had it kind of around here, but I decided to move it a bit lower, so I've moved it down to 2,200, and we're not actually quite got down there yet. If that happens, that will be half the amount of Ethereum I've got in the account, and then after that I'll probably decide to put a much lower entry down here to make sure that I don't get liquidated. So that's what I'm doing with the Ethereum trade. So it is hideously down at the moment, 51% down, and I need it to get back up to 2,526 just to break even again. So that's pretty rubbish. So if you're not following what I'm doing and not taking my advice, congratulations, and you shouldn't be doing, because none of this is financial advice. Yeah, so Bitcoin decided to shit the bed in quite a spectacular way, coming right down to here, like 30,352. Now, I think there is a lot of support at this level. Let me just put on the VPVR and have a look. I always think this is a bit of a useless indicator anyway, because it just shows you what's obvious anyway. But yeah, it looks like there is a point of control up here at 32,000 that it might try and get back to. Hope it does. And beyond that, also up here at 34,615. Will it go lower? Let's zoom back in time. Maybe go to the daily chart. Probably should be around 33,000. If it falls below that, it's going to be terrible. But regarding my double bottom, has it made it invalid? Not quite, because what I'm demanding is that the right cheek is higher than the left cheek, and that's the way it is right now. If this falls below, 28,472, if it falls below that, then we may be in trouble. But at the moment, it's very possible that this could turn around, I think. I mean, I just had this message from a friend of mine saying, tell me it's going to be all right, mate. And I just said it's going to be all right. So I said if it was just crypto, I'd be worried. But the whole stock market is effed too. It'll bounce back. It always does. I should do a video, but I've been very busy today. Then I rambled on about my Fiat Panda. So that is how things are. Volatility like this does happen. Now, this is quite rare, to be honest, to see all these things massively in like double red figures. To me, this can't carry on forever. This has got to turn around soon. But you have to think, what's making the price go down is, well, two things really. It's people just panicking and selling their Bitcoin. And secondly, it's people in over leveraged positions who are getting liquidated. But the point being, whether they're selling or getting liquidated, the point is that someone's buying that Bitcoin. It's not like it's just, going back to like a warehouse or something. Someone's buying that. Now, the people buying it are the people who believe in the future of Bitcoin. So these are like the big whales, the big investors. They're buying the Bitcoin now that people who are scared are selling. Now, don't forget that, because that's what's happening. And don't be that person who's scared. Be the one who is taking the opportunity and buying. Anyway, since starting making this video, it does actually look like, there is a little bounce there. It's not very big, but what I want to see is this MACD going green again. Now, last time it did that, it wasn't that exciting really, because what happened was it did, well, nothing really, and then it went red again. But maybe this time it could get a little push up to the upside. What I would love it to do is to just get back into this channel at least, and then possibly wiggle around and then break out later. But yeah, meanwhile, obviously everything else is suffering. eGold 107, bloody hell! I didn't expect that to happen. I don't know what this spike was all about that happened at 2 o'clock this afternoon. That's very weird. It like shot up. How much is that? That's just shot up out of the blue, like about 14%. Very weird. But actually, if you look at the eGold versus Bitcoin value, it is actually up 3% if you compare its Bitcoin value. So for those who are worrying about the strength and the solidness of eGold, I really think it's great. And tomorrow, I remembered what I'd forgotten. It's the meta staking of Ethereum. So I'm kind of hoping there we'll be able to stake the LP tokens of the Ethereum eGold LP farm as well as Ethereum itself, and get extra rewards that way. Now, just while we're talking about Elrond related things, I think it's worth talking about Utrust. The ticker is UTK, because Utrust, I bought a load of it here at 24 cents. It's now 15 or 16 cents. And to have the highest tier for using the Hold app, which is a kind of, it's an app and it's a card where you get kind of cash back on your purchases and you get paid in Utrust. I think it's up to like 2%. Now, to get the highest tier, you need 20,000 Utrust. So I went for that a couple of weeks ago. So it cost me something like 4,500 in Utrust to stake to get that tier of card. And you can now do that for considerably less, because you'd only be buying at like 15 cents. So you could get that highest tier of Utrust for like $3,000, which I know for some people is probably way too much. And why would you stake that amount of some weird coin that you'd never heard of just to get 2% back on your purchases? The point being, I believe there's lots of Utrust stuff coming to Elrond very shortly that I think is going to boost the price of it. And at the moment, I think this is super cheap, really. So, not financial advice, but if you think UTK at 15 cents is a bargain, I would get some, but don't do it because I told you. I obviously did it wrong myself because I paid 24 cents, but it could have been worse. I could have paid 38. Which is the other thing, if you were just going to buy it and hold on to it and maybe sell it later, say if you bought it now and you waited for the next all-time high, you could make 141%, so you could double your money and some. Something to think about. Anyway, I will do a video about the Hold app very, very soon. It's just at the moment doesn't seem to be quite enough hours in the day. But anyway, just try not panic too much. Hopefully we will see a kind of bounce here. If it goes a bit lower, maybe we'll see a bounce lower. But I'm pretty sure it will come back up into the 40s sooner or later. It's just a matter of time and just being patient, really. Anyway, I'm a bit knackered now, so it's getting very late as well. So I'm going to say goodbye and thank you. Please do give the video a like. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you've got the notifications set on all. Leave a nice comment. And above all, tell your friends.